What's up, folks? It's DanielTheVapeMan here. So I just spent 10 minutes making a video, and I'm gonna go into detail. So we don't have a review, we have an unboxing, kind of a preview. I got my first Vaporesso product, and that I've used, and it's the Luxe Sophie Vape Edition S Tank. Now the reason why I just spent the last 10 minutes was I was trying to, we got variable watt mode. I was trying to get the lid off for the longest time, and for the what do you call it, let's do variable watts. Alright, cool. No, I want to do, alright, just getting the hang of it. I want to turn this damn variable volt. There we go. Oh, go that, like that, cool. Alright, give me the full, give me 8 volts in this bitch. Alright, so it's got a beautiful screen. Let's take a hit. Alright, cool. So I just spent 10 minutes trying to get the dang cap, or I just wanted to use a sub-ohm. It had been a long time since I used the sub-ohm, so I wanted to give it a go again, and I figured I'd use the mesh coil that comes with it versus its regular 0.15 whatever jam. And I couldn't get the glass off, no matter what I tried. I just couldn't get it off. It's like stuck. So after 10 minutes of doing it, I was like, alright, maybe, it's not just out of the factory. I look, and it's basically the O-ring has moved and kind of smushed and made it almost impossible. I'm sure it will come open. Definitely if I filled up the tank, it would probably get more loose and all that. But the thing is, I'm not going to use the sub-ohm unless it's mesh. It's been a year almost since I've used a sub-ohm, and I'm not going to use a fucking sub-ohm unless it's mesh. There's just absolutely no reason to go from an RDA to a mesh coil. So, a regular coil. So that was a huge disappointment, because I heard a lot of good stuff about the tank. I heard a lot of good stuff about the coils, a lot of good stuff about the craftsmanship, the quality, and all that, and I just can't get it open. I'll show you right now. I did 10 minutes of a fucking video trying to get this sumbitch off. Now what it does come with is a cool little condom for your RDA or your sub-ohm, and this is the coil that I wanted, the mesh strip coil. Now it also comes with the USB and O-rings and a straight glass. And if you take a look, so first you take off the top cap. First, my biggest gripe about this is, why would you not have a matching drip tip, especially if your mod is this beautiful? Why wouldn't you match it up, I don't get that at all. Hitting pretty good at 8 volts. I'm getting a nice hit. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. The mod itself so far is pretty good. Now, if you look at this, I just, for the life of me, can't. So then I was like, alright, maybe I'm fucking tightening it. I just can't get it off. So that is a huge disappointment. The fact that I use RDAs, it's not as big as a disappointment as someone that uses sub-ohms only. And if this is going to be sold as a starter kit, that kind of sucks for someone to try. My hands are cut up from opening it. Let me see if I can zoom in on my ugly ass hand. See? Look at all that chips in there. And then on my thumb, all that from there. If it's a starter kit and you can't get the fucking glass off, that's kind of an issue. And that's kind of a huge disappointment. Well, I know when they made the mod on Halloween, because it has Halloween's date on here, 10/31. But yeah, the mod does hit really good. Eight volts is really good. It is pretty dope. What the fuck did I just do? I turned it off. And then let's see if it has the Zophie Vapes problem where it takes forever to load. Not too bad. So 3 clicks gets you the mode, or 3 clicks on the thing gets you the mode. And we're going to do, let's do bypass mode. That's fine. Bypass mode has a bunch of modes. It's using that chip. What is the chip that I use? What is it called? It has a damn name. What the fuck is the name? It's on the back. Another gripe I have is this is the smallest battery door to get open. It has the Omni board 4.0. First time I'm actually using the Omni board, and it is pretty good. Let's see how it is on bypass. That is wow, the ohms are going up to 0.7, 0.52. Alright, so bypass mode is kind of whack. I think it's set in parallel. Can't move it up. Yeah, 4 volts, that's just not enough. So we're gonna have to let's try it in wattage mode. We got it. Alright, let's just try it in variable wattage, and alright, that's cool. Let's bump it up all the way to where I want. Let's see how it is at 120 watts. Alright, here we go. Hitting fairly decent. I do like the chips so far. Now this was just supposed to be unboxing, but now it's kind of awareness. If you get this limited edition product, which by the way it's limited edition, but I have the 1800th one. Just a heads up, you might have problems with the tank. Yeah, and that's kind of unfortunate. And the other con is you have to have really a nice nail to get under here, which is unfortunate. It is absolutely beautiful in my opinion. And you got a huge screen, huge touch screen, a bunch of different modes, variable wattage, you know, temperature mode, bypass mode, variable volts. You got a ton of stuff, which is pretty cool. It is small. It is a little heavy for a small mod. It is about the same weight as, what would I compare it to? It's heavier than my Yeehy. It's about a drag weight, maybe a little bit less, but it is the compactness of their Thor. It's almost the same size as their Thor. But it's definitely a good chip. The chip is reacting. To me, it seems similar to a gene chip, not as good as a Yeehy or a DNA, but very close or identical to a gene chip. I don't think it has the firing on here. Of course, it does not. I think they need to add that. So the output is 5 to 220 watts. It has a 2-inch screen. Okay. Resistance range is a 0.03 to a 5, which is awesome. Tank capacity is an 8 milliliter. That is unfortunate that I can't try it. But yeah. So first impressions, which is what this is I'm very disappointed with the tank and also disappointed with the battery door. Those two things are, especially if this is a starter kit, the tank is a huge important thing, especially for someone that is, you know, trying to, you know, vape and get off cigarettes, and they buy this because it's pretty and yada 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 or whatever, and they can't use the sub-ohm tank. That is unfortunate. The battery door, you know, you just gotta get it at a right angle and it's okay. Besides that, everything else seems to be okay, and I will do a review in it once I use it for a little bit longer. This is just kind of my first impressions. It does feel great in the hands. It's the same size as the Luxe, if I'm correct. It seems to be underpowered, maybe. This doesn't feel like 120 watts. Let's bump it up to 150. Alright. The RDA is getting super, super hot. This is burning me. Wow. Alright, so the cotton is okay. Alright, let's give it a rip at 150 watts. See how it does there. Yeah, 150 watts is more closer to a Yeehee or a DNA in the reaction time and the power. Which is weird because at the 120 it was kind of like, it felt like it was 100 watts. It didn't feel like 120. But 150 feels around that range. It might feel like 140 to someone that is, you know, vapes this kind of wattages. The mod, or the RDA, is super fucking hot. So I'm assuming that I'm wrong about it being underpowered and it's actually overpowered, because I hit this on my series mod and it doesn't get that hot, but it reacts pretty quick. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty quick. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty quick. 1, 2, 3. 3, 3. That is pretty impressive. That is a good reaction time. I would say that's around the gene. Above 150, I would say it's more around the Yeehee and the DNA. Like, it's pretty fucking quick. I guess it has like a super drive or something like that. The mod is not hot. It is a little bit warm, but yeah, that's pretty dope. 1313. Anyways, one last rip. I'm going to do a review on a juice tonight. And in the future, probably about, I would say 2 weeks, I will do a full review of this mod in depth, in the aspect of owning it and all the pros and cons with it. Definitely very disappointed. I'm not going to like message Vaporesso about the sub-ohm, because honestly, I'm going to give it to someone who has more experience with sub-ohms, and he needs that condom because he breaks his glass all the time. And so I'll see if he can get it off, maybe with some pliers or some shit, but that's very disappointing. More disappointing, as I said, for someone that uses sub-ohms. But yeah, that is burning hot. So yeah, that is very hot. So I'm definitely gonna put my a lower ohm or higher ohm in there and see how it is. But I'm going to give this a try. Thank you very much for watching this shitty video. I'm supposed to be unboxing, but it's kind of a disappointment at this point. But anyways, y'all have a great night. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.